Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022. The youth are coming chances with Beira-Mar. Our finances, ladies and gentlemen, are finally out of the red and it's in the black for the first time in what feels like 10 seasons. And I am not even an exaggeration when I say that might be the case, because we've had a rough time of it with our finances, but this year has allowed us to get back in a financially stable situation. Admittedly, 900,000 of that came from Liao's departure, so maybe that has partly the credit for it, but it is what it is. Speaking of Liao, he might have actually got a Portugal cap after he left us. I wish I was joking, but he's actually been capped by Portugal now as a substitute at the age of 18, while he's been rotting away in the under-23s squad for Liverpool. It is very frustrating and almost insulting that as soon as he leaves us, he gets his first cap. Why couldn't he got a cap when he was playing for us, huh? Is it because our reputation is much smaller than Liverpool's? Is that it? Is that the only reason? We might have 2 stars less in reputation than Liverpool does, but that's still no excuse for us not to get a player that can actually play international football for their country. I feel insulted by that. I really do. Speaking of players, we're going to actually see what the release clause of Victor Ventura is. I genuinely forgotten what it is. Also, Ventura is actually 6th place in the latest Next Gen award, so we've finally got a player in there. Liao is also on that list as well. I think 17th. It's definitely between 11th and 20th. So we've officially produced 2 players that have made the top 20 in the Next Gen award for 2034, which I thought was amazing. I really did. It's just a shame that Ventura's average rating is only 6.68, but what can you do? We've also had a few games since we last met, so let's go over those, shall we? So the first game we had was at home against Belenenses, and inside just 8 minutes we're 1-0 up. Alvarez finds Quincinero, and I'm thinking, yes, the 4-2-4 formation still works. Then they score from this free kick, and I am a bit annoyed about how lucky this felt, because in the 81st minute of the game, that's gone in. I'm frustrated about Bagua scores that. And it's just one of those goals that you feel frustrated about. And apparently we were the worst team in this game. So maybe in the future we need to make a formation that has 3 at the back. But I'm not going to do that just yet. I need to figure out what my best formation is going forward, because I'm actually struggling to find that now. I really am. Our next match was away from home against Santa Clara. And this might have actually contributed to Santa Clara getting relegated this year, because Luis Santos scores a deflected effort. We also apparently were really bad in this game. And we shouldn't have won this game, but we did. We also tried a 4-2-3-1 formation, so I've tried a few formations in this time because I thought I might as well try something different, you know? We then took on Boa Vista, and we're actually a better team in this game, yet Palacio Langa scores this effort. Wish I knew how he scored it, but there you go, he did. And quite frankly, I was a little frustrated that he scored that effort, so maybe, just maybe, we need a better defense, which is going to be difficult to do when we don't have, you know, transfers. We then went to Sporting Club de Portugal and went 1-0 down inside 5 minutes after Cruzeiro scores that finish. I don't know how to say his name. I'm just going to admit that now. They then scored to make it 2 inside the 80th minute of the game, and keeper didn't even bother going for that. If he did, it was a very weak effort. He was like flapping his wings at something. But then they went 3-0 up inside 27 minutes. Esteban finds Brandao, and keeper, I don't know what he's doing, but he's made a mess of that. We did actually get a goal back, surprisingly. I was a bit surprised when we did. But here's Pope, Heinz Antunes. Despite scoring in this game, he's still got a 6.5 average rating, so not great. We then considered the 4th or 5th. Yeah, 4th in this moment, and that was a really good finish. And we were absolutely battered in this game, and I was quite frankly frustrated with how badly we were doing. So maybe, just maybe, this team is not really good enough for this division, and we just got lucky this year. The last game we had was against Vitória de Guimarães, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how we got a point in this game, though Torre with that effort, really good finish, incredible goal, but then Luis Santos scores the penalty, 1-1, we're good, we're looking like we can do something in this game. They then score in the 78th minute of the game. Lucas with that effort. I feel the keeper should have got to that, but he didn't. But then we equalise in the 89th minute of the game. We're hand the place in rotation. Ventura finds Moreira, and Moreira scores his first ever goal for us, and I'm happy with that. Our front two weren't doing so well, but we're playing games. We're playing a rotator side. We're trying to rotate a few things and trying to see who works and who doesn't work. But this game really showed me that my formation doesn't really work anymore. It feels like it's being figured out, and it's a bit frustrating, even if it is because my team's a bit rubbish now, but it feels like we're being figured out. So as things stand, we are in 11th place. We could go down to 12th, but we can't go any higher than 11th. And we can't go any lower than 12th. So really, the season's kind of done in that regards. We have Passos de Ferreira, and I'm actually going to go for a different formation in this game. I'm going to go for this. It's the last game of the year. If this doesn't work, then we can at least say, yeah, it just didn't work. But we're just going to tinker this and see how it goes. And we're going to play our game today against Passos de Ferreira, who are in 10th. They could go up a position, but I've just lost faith in my team. Honestly, I've lost faith in a lot of players. I'm trying to rotate. I'm trying to see what we can do with this. Fortes is playing because, well, Lasca's suspended like an idiot. He got 15 yellow cards in 33 matches. We got a problem with yellow cards. We got 97 of them this year. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. And we're going to do this. This is our lineup in a very rotated and very, I guess, experimental lineup. Santi Pereira starts in goal because why wouldn't he? He's the best player we have. Jafino starts as the right back. I could tinker his role a little bit, to be completely honest with you, but I feel like I need him to go further forward to help with the attack and to run with the ball. We got Muniz Fortes, who starts as the ball playing defender because, you know, we have no choice with the players we have because injuries, loans out, and other things. Also, it's got potential, so why not play him? Otavio Esteval, I know he's only 5'9", but he's actually been pretty decent. A 6.7. Okay, it's not been amazing, but it's still decent. He's improving too. So I'm going to do Indajai has been starting as a few times. He's promising, he's improving. He's 6'2". Yes, he's only got 6.42 average rating right now, but my other left back kind of got a very bad injury. He's out for 2 to 3 months, so I'm giving Amadou a chance again. I think I want to have him a complete wingback. I know it seems silly now looking at this, but complete wingback and support. He runs further, he gets stay wider, roams in position, so it could work there. Luis Santos we know is already good. Playing him as an anchor man is his best role. I know it kind of limits him a little bit with what he can do, but he's very good at the role, 6'1" as well. And while it would limit him a little bit, he's still very good, and I think he could do a good job. Alvarez playing Mazzala, it's his best role. Why wouldn't I play him there? Wibiero playing as a deep line playmaker on support suits him. Though he doesn't really take advantage of his pace and his stamina, yes, but I don't know, he comes deep for the ball. Dribbling more is not going to work. Actually, advanced playmaker on attack. Let's do that for Wibiero. Even though it's a lot of attacking roles, we could still do this anyway, I think. And I think he can do a good job of it. Victor Ventura starts as the inverted wing on attack. We're going to find out what his release clause is if we have put one in. Because I think we had to put one in. We're going to try and get into not the ball past his opponents as well because his acceleration and not so great dribbling. But again, what can you do? Aparicio playing as the inside forward could be an interesting problem, but we're trying it. I've got nothing to lose with this, really. And I just want to see what we can do. And Mariah playing as the deep line forward on attack. I feel like it suits him more than anything else. Yes, he's not really got great strength, but I feel like there's something about him that I can just trust, and I don't know why. I mean, he scored last time as well, and he's only 16, and he's already got 2.5-star accountability, and he's worth between 30 grand to 300,000 pound. He's worth between 30 to 300,000 as it is, so he's between 30k to 300k. I feel like there's something about him that just sings to me about how he's going to be good in the future. A lot of this team is really young now and could be amazing in the future, and that's our problem. We don't have the ability now, we just have the ability for the future, and that's a problem with this team. They're young, but almost too young, so hopefully this will be better. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, so they've got the ball away, but we get the ball back. Esteval finds Indajai. Esteval, here we go now. And Santos now. Plays it out to Alvarez. And this might work. Moreira's actually gone for this. He's gone for goal. Oh, okay, this might work. Maybe I shouldn't be positive, but I've got nothing to lose, really, by experimenting. We beat this team earlier in the year as well, and we've headed the ball away. Now with Piero, that's a horrible first touch. I don't know what that was about, and we've given the ball away, and that is offside. Pinheiro is offside. I knew that for a second. And please tell me that is offside, because that just looked very offside to me. We're going to go down the bounds anyway, even if this is offside. Yeah, it's offside. Yeah, that wasn't amazing from us. So let's see this again. Yeah, they're both off, actually. I mean, Pimpero was also offside afterwards, but even so. Okay, so they got the ball again. I just got to make sure. I think I need to tinker this already, because I feel like there's something about this that's not working. And I don't know what it is that's the problem. Okay, that's a chance for them. That's a good save from Pereira. And the reason why he's the #1 goalkeeper for his country. And there we go. Ball's been blocked. It's a shot apparently. And Santos gives the ball away. Should have let it go out for a throw. And it's another save. And we cleared it again. What are we doing? Okay, we've tinkered this a little bit. May not work, but who knows. Pinheiro. Oh my god. What is this? What's happened? How did they get through? What that was tail defending. Franco. Abreu. We get the ball away, and it's just cleared up for their player again. What on earth? That's a really good save. Oh my god, that's 2 amazing saves. But he's offside anyway. So I'm experimenting a bit too much. I think it's tinkering is causing me problems, so I'm disappointed. So we've gone cautious. We've gone for a 4-2-4 formation, which sounds very stupid to do for a cautious formation, but whatever. Let's go balance now. We got the ball back. Quintinell's an under pitch. Oh dear. You know when I said I was thinking, yeah, it wasn't going to work. Actually, let's go stay cautious because it seems like it's working here. Quintinell with a chance. Goes for goal. What do you know? Going back to the 4-2-4 formation and being cautious of it has actually given us the lead. Who would have seen that coming? As if I should have never changed things or anything. Yeah, I should never change anything. Oh god, this is slightly awkward now. I've literally tried to change something, it's not worked, and then we go back to our preferred formation and it gets a goal. So somehow, some way, we've managed to pick up a 1-0 win, despite the fact we only had one shot on target, and they had a shot ruled out for offside. Yeah, maybe my tinkering might not have been what I needed to do. Maybe I should just stick with what I know and stick with this formation. Mariah actually was really good in this game, so I say really good. He was a 6.7, but he was actually better than Pope's been, and Quintinell coming up on the bench might have been a good weapon I should have used all along. Who knew? But the finishing 11th place and only 1 point behind them in the end is really good actually. Sporting win the title, so that means that the 4th different winner in 4 seasons now, which is very exciting. Santa Clara and Firenze both go down, but then are in the relegation playoffs after they got a draw and actually were in front at 1 point. So if they'd actually held on and not considered that penalty, they would have actually got the relegation playoffs. So there you go. Pereira was our saviour again. This game might show you that, yeah, he's kind of important. 188 saves in 33 appearances. Yeah, he's kind of important for our season. I was talking a lot of tactics before I started this game, and now, you know what? I think I'm just going to stick what I want to do. Sporting are the champions, and we're going to go forward from here. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so the end of the season reviews here, and I like to think it's pretty good. We made no signings. We just sold Leao because the release clause activated. We also sold Miguel Rodriguez for 25 grand, so we made 950 grand in this window, which is very nice indeed. Yeah, the board content. I wasn't content with him being sold, by the way, just so you know, board. We let a lot of players go out on loan, and you gotta recognize some names. So Oxford, you recognize. Cassell, not so much. Silva, maybe not so much, but he has played for us before. Callista needed to go out on loan. I actually used my affiliate in Concordia, and he actually played 8 times and got 2 goals. So maybe they're a good team to go to in the future for loans, or send players out to loan. Fortes had a good spell. Rafael needed a loan spell, and he got a good team. He got good first team football. 25 times he played, so again, really good. Carreras, again, went out on loan. Bruno Ferreira went out on loan, and actually played 28 times in the 2nd tier. Aruka actually played him, and I was a little shocked. They only finished in 14th, mind you, but they played him in the 2nd tier. So for me, that's a good sign. Barreto, we sent out on loan. He was complaining constantly. Varela also went out on loan to Atletico Club de Portugal. He did really good. Marcel went out on loan to the 2nd tier? 3rd tier. They finished 2nd place, so they actually could be promoted. So he can get them promoted, ironically enough. Quintino did really badly, apparently. Manatre did not do so well for Cardiff. He played 14 times for them. Barreto also went out on loan to the 2nd tier. Played decent number of games, but didn't do so well. Gary Williams went out, but wasn't really in the top 4 tiers, so it's not ideal. And Ekende went to Firenze, and they got relegated, so yeah, Ekende not really showing why he deserves to stay, really. Fight Bolivia against relegation, we got 11th place, so I'll take that. I must confess, I wasn't expecting to win against Paso de Ferreira to get the double of them in this game, so there you go. But I think I won a form between the Portuguese game and the from Macau games. I think that's what saved our season, really. It kept us up for the most part, because the second half of the year, Yeah, second half of the calendar. Anyway, we won just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in both halves of the season. We drew more times in the second half of the season than we did in the first half, but honestly, I'll take that. I just didn't want to get relegated, and I'll take 100% of the time. 17 points clear the relegation playoffs, 19 points clear the relegation zone. That's a good season for me. And we got knocked out the fifth round by Vizela of the Taça de Portugal. We got knocked out by a team in our division. I'll take that again. Allianz Cup, knocked out by Tondela again. Not surprising, they actually finished in 6th place. They may not get Europe because Estoril of the second tier are actually in the final of the Taça de Portugal. So that's a fun fact for us. Biggest win was the 4-1 win against Gil Vicente. It was also matched by the match member, and Quintinero's goal, the second goal against Vizela, was the goal of the season. So good to know that still works. Finances, sponsorship went up by 220,000. We made 2.62 million in broadcast. So that's really what helped our finances. Lovely stuff indeed. We also made an extra 220,000 in corporate hospitality. We made a loss in competition prize money, which might still go up, to be honest with you. I don't know. Matchday commercial and retail, that was up by 308,000, so it's really good stuff. 514,000 was made in merchandise, 51,440 was made in non-domestic. We sold 6,590 shirts. Pereira, Lasca, Alvarez, Contineo, and Ventura were the shirt sellers that sold the most. How lineup was this, and Suno, I am getting frustrated with. Now I've got competition, I can literally swap him in and out if he does poorly. Ventura and Antunes were really poor as well for my money. And Leal not being in this hurts a little bit, but I guess we kind of need to really strengthen a bit. Quintinero got less than 7 rating this year. He got 18 goals in all competitions. I think he got 13 in the league, but it's not been his best season. And the fact that Pereira and Lasco are the 2 best players for us says it all, I think. So yeah, Lasco was the player of the season and fans player of the season. I need to get a new contract for him where he's not, got a release clause, because he's got one right now. Quintinero got goal of the season and top goal scorers, 18 goals. Ventura got the most assists with 8, despite the fact he got a really poor average rating. Lasca, 5 player of the match awards and highest average rating was 10.3. He also completed 90 passes per 90. We also got the manager of the year last year, but that's no surprise really. And club competition, yeah, Quintino got the most goals last year and was the player of this season, young player this season in the second tier. He won't do it this year, but there you go. But Leal's record sale was there, 931,000 to Liverpool. He hasn't played, but he's made a cap for Portugal still, despite that. Rafael Suna, 14 yellow cards and 1 red card. I think I hate him. I honestly think I hate him, and that's not a good sign for me. Still, we've finished the season. We survived. That was our aim. And again, they want me to fight against relegation, which again is not surprising. I do not want to sell players for profit, though. So please don't do that to me. Develop players using the club use system. I've been doing it my entire season. What on earth are you talking about? Except that, yes. We're going to tell the players that, yes, we're going to fight against relegation. Thank you. I am good at this normally. So there you go. And Maria wants promises. Why do you want promises? Why? You're practically my first team plans. Okay, so Varela also got the mark he scored in the relegation fight. So he actually has kept Atletico de Portugal safe, which is good. And we'll be back for more things once more things happen. How much money do we have right now? We've got money of 298,000. I don't think we get prize money for finishes, sadly enough, but we could do more things. The budget we should worry about a bit, but I'm going to try and get more upgrades. So let's actually see if we can get junior coaching and youth recruitment improved. So let's do that. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so we've just got our budget set and we got 63,000 in wages and 344,000 in the transfer budget. Our facilities have also been downgraded, which is our training. Guys, can we improve this, please? It is the training, right? We need to improve this. So I just done my request. This is awkward. This is really awkward. Okay, so they actually rejected the improvement of junior coaching. I want to get this up, and they've actually done it because I said we'll be left behind by rivals, so that's good. Junior coaching's been improved. Now can we do the same thing for youth recruitment? We want to stay competitive. We're left behind by rivals. Okay, they've actually done it after a few more things. So yes, junior coaching up to exceptional, youth recruitment up to excellent. So that is a screenshot worthy thing. Haha. Now the question is, can we improve our training facilities? The planet was going down. Also, I actually scouted to my former players. David Alves is now considered a good player for this division, and Kaiser Slauten love him. So Kaiserslautern have my blessing because I actually treat him like the player he deserves to be. He's a good player for this division. It's just a shame he's not interested in joining us. Because why would you be when you're good enough to do whatever the hell you want? And you're playing for a German team that has as much history as Kaiserslautern. And why would you join us when you're their captain? We've got the Kaiserslautern's captain that came from our academy. That's wonderful. I love that. We also started to scout Liao again, and it's frustrating knowing he's now capped for Portugal, and he could have been capped for us, but they decided no, we'll wait until he's actually gone to an actual big club apparently to call him up for the international stage. I'm almost certain he would have been called up for the international stage if he was with us anyway, but it's just frustrating that they had to wait until after he's gone to do it. They're not willing to do the club training facilities due to a financial situation, which is slightly awkward. Does that mean you're not going to do stuff like the youth facilities as well? I kind of hope you're going to. They're probably going to say no. I will say I can understand why, given we only got 300,000, but it's slightly awkward knowing that we could potentially be missing out on some really good opportunities in the future. Yeah, youth facilities again, rejected because of the financial situation. This is going to be an interesting issue. At least we've got exceptional junior coaching and excellent youth recruitment. Now, if we can get both to be exceptional, we can start working on the actual facilities as well. And we need to get our facilities back to great again, the training one, because that really helped our development of our players. I think that will help our development just generally as a whole. And also, if we get youth facilities be good again, or at least average, we could get better players with better accountability going through as well. So hopefully that could be a thing we can work on next season. So Estoril Praia, second tier Estoril Praia have just won the Taça de Portugal and are going to be in Europe next year. Estoril Praia finished in 4th place. If that's not a shock for the books this year, I don't know what is. And it really makes me wonder, why couldn't we do this in the cup? For goodness sake. So Estoril Praia have won the cup for the very first time in their history. And I didn't think a second tier team could do it, but they've done it. They're beating Braga in the final. So Braga, who won the league last year, failed to defend it. They finished in 2nd place, have literally finished runners-up in not only the Taça de Portugal, but also in the league as well, in the same season. As if they could get any harsher reason to feel hard done by this year. How have they blown it is the question I want to know the answer to. How tight was this game? Oh my god, they've been FM'd. Oh, that's a season that you don't want to be experiencing. If you're the Braga manager, you'll be crying about how you've been FM'd there. You really would be. Unbelievable scenes. Well done, Estoril Praia, but I didn't want this because I don't want a team in 2nd tier to actually be fighting for Europe next year. They better get promoted next year as well, you know. European football could be at the end of their season. Imagine they get relegated now. I'm in there in the Europa League as well. It's the worst part. Estoril Praia in the Europa League. Goodness me. So, ladies and gentlemen, Nacional have just eliminated Belenenses, which kind of makes the fact that we avoid being the bottom 3 very useful indeed. So we have survived very nicely, and the season looks good. Very good indeed. So we now know that our table is this because of, well, Estoril getting European football because they won the Taça de Portugal. Benfica are in the Europa Conference League, along with Guimarães. Tondela missed out on Europe altogether. In the one season, they probably felt they could have done it because Braga lost in the final, as if they got a sense of humour or something. Yeah, Sporting win. So we've now got 4 different league winners, which is saying a lot. Porto only getting 3rd as well, meaning that's a bad season with their standards. And Benfica finishing in 4th means that probably their manager will be sacked. 10 points behind the league leaders, right? Think that, wouldn't you? The 3 teams going up are this: Morens, Vazim, and Nacional. Yes, the Europa League spot going to Estoril, who are in 4th place, is actually hilarious, but not ideal for our coefficient, so there you go. It's not great when you think about it, but what can you do? We also just paid out 22.5 grand for finishing 11th place, which is interesting. So, record high for us, 11th place. They say record high, it's not really a record high. The best ever finish we've had, actually, 6th place. I want to surpass that. Max will surpass it. And I say get into Europe, but we now know that we can't actually get into Europe sometimes if the team in the 2nd tier somehow wins, or the team not in the top 6 wins the Taça de Portugal. So there you go. But we've only had 4 top half finishes in the past. But I think if we can surpass our record and actually get into the top 6, that'd be good. So we kind of brought the team back to where they were 30 years ago, which is useful. Because I've actually have not shown this before. We actually got hit with a tax bill of 675,000, which is not ideal. But We've suddenly got 2.3 million. Where does that money come from? Oh, 2.3 million from sponsorship? We just got a lot of money from sponsorship, but I don't know where it's come from. Hold on, hold the phone. Oh, wow, we have just got 2.3 million from sponsorship. Where's this come from? So it seems like we've got our own individual TV deal. Ooh, this is exciting. I don't know where that's come from, but apparently our board have been very busy getting us a brand new TV deal. Ooh, I love this board. Whoever this person is that's negotiated this has made my life a lot easier. I now have a lot of money to work with, and we are going to be financially secure for at least the next 3 seasons, even if they were to go down next year. Oh, I'm a happy boy. Very happy boy. I can request a new affiliate. Has my reputation gone up or anything? Doesn't look like it. No. I need to figure out if I can get a new affiliate or not. I want to get a new affiliate. Actually, I can tinker my current affiliates. Let's do this. Let's do this live. This is going to be a long video already, but we can tinker this. Hello. Can I negotiate this and take advantage of their useful foreign players? They love that. They love that. Oh, my board love. We have a great relationship with myself and the board. We're now going to get youth facilities, youth intakes from them, Macedonia and Romania. We're going abroad for ideas. But we're getting very happy. I want to see if I can get a new affiliate or not. Let's improve our knowledge, maybe. I said that we left behind my rivals and decided they'd gone for it, and we can get a new affiliate. So this is exciting. Who can we choose? Well, that's some new teams. There are some new teams in this, I think. So when I look at this and I get to choose this, I go for the teams and I look at what their facilities are like. I've got a list already, and there's a team in Belgium that's got my attention. So we might already have a team that's got our mind, and it's a team in Belgium that has got my idea. That being said, I've also got a team in Slovakia I can go for. There are some new teams, actually. I just realized. So, Senna were not in this before. What are you like? You're not really amazing. No. So, I look for good or nothing. Oh my god, CSK stuff. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Remember that I got this last year? They did what? 16th? What they do? Have they just been relegated? CSK Sofia have just been relegated from the top flight of Bulgaria. Wow. Well, that changes everything. I want this team. I want CSK Sofia. Thank you. Please make this happen. Because that's a very good team. And it's been done. We've got our partnership with CSK Sofia. We've done it live. And this team, that's a very good team to get for affiliates, especially with their youth setup and their just general setup as a whole. I am very happy indeed. I want to see Ventura's release fee. He's got one now, because that's important to me. Okay, we just got Pereira to sign a new deal, which means his release clause is now 1.8 million to Champions League clubs only, which is massive for us. We also got Laska's release clause be increased to 775,000. And yeah, it's much better for our security, I think, financially. Just, oh my god. Why have you gone up to 2.5 million pounds now? Goodness sake. I know I'm paying him $6,000 a week now, but even so, he needed to be upgraded because we're going to lose him otherwise. Also, Ventura just turned 17. This is what I was waiting for. Aha! I knew I had a smart move. It's the 600,000 for domestic clubs in a higher division. We've countered that because we're already in the higher division. We're safe. We're not going to lose Ventura for a stupid fee. Thank God for that, I hope. We're not going to lose him, right? We're not going to lose him at all. The fact he wanted it in the first place is a bit annoying, but Ventura is with us for at least 3 years. I'm just going to hope that in December I can ensure we can get a new contract where he doesn't sign anything stupid. If I can get a release clause that's about 30 million or something, I'll be a very happy boy. I would be indeed. He just needs to perform better next year, but there you go. We are still the worst team in the division because, let's be honest, we're still a rubbish team, but we are getting our players to sign new contracts. We're getting our players to be better and better, and that's, as far as I'm concerned, a good thing. We've got 2.3 million in the bank. So really, I like to think, even if we get relegated, and that's me being honest and saying that could actually be that's realistically going to happen, even if we get relegated, we're financially secure now, and we shouldn't lose anything at all, because by the end of this season coming up, that's going to happen. We're expected to get 4.6 million, and then it's another 5 million afterwards. So I think we're surviving financially for a very long time, and I'm going to try and get my facilities increased and upgraded in the very near future. Because let's be honest, why wouldn't I want my facilities improved? Because that's really important to me as far as I'm concerned. Either way, I'm going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video, and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. But either way, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.